You trying to win like 82? Well, check us out. We got the scoop. Air Jordans, 11s. Winning. Gwinning.
Don't know what to say.
Yo, what is the deal, good people? It's your big homie, Kicks Guard. We back in the building. Today we are talking about shit. This fucking sneaker has been talked about all damn week. And before the week of the release, it's just been talked about. Oh man, I want to say shit since last year. We had a lot of spy shots, a lot of sneak peeks, a lot of whatevers to this release. And there was talks about, they're not going to release two. Well, we're talking about Jordan Brand, so first and foremost. But people were talking about, well, they're not going to be releasing two sneakers at the same time. No, they have to release one Heiress and one full-fledged men's version. And other people like, no, they are releasing two. So there was just a whole lot of hoopla. But without any further ado, I'm going to go right into the shoe. It is this joint right here. You already know. You already know. I had to. This Air Jordan 11 is always definitely a must cop. You must cop an Air Jordan 11, even if you don't get both pairs this holiday season. You got to have at least one pair. Got to cop at least one pair. So I want to talk about a few different things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the early pictures of this sneaker. Obviously, the early pictures of this sneaker did it totally no justice. It looked horrible. To be quite honest, it looked like a fake. Some people was just like, all right, well, it's a sample and it is what it is. I believe it had like Jordan or Jumpman or something on the lace hoops. And it was just a horror show. However, this particular sneaker looks much better. So the next thing I want to talk about is the release day, which was last Saturday. This particular release, this was, I really think that it was kind of a clusterfuck for Nike to release this sneaker and the Staple Pigeon Air, the Staple Pigeon Nike Dunks SB at the same time. So this is what, and this is why I want to explain that it may have worked to everybody else's benefit, but to Nike and their usually seamless process of acquiring sneakers, or seamless process, even if you get an L or W for the sneaker that you're looking for. I felt like that process on this Saturday or last Saturday was just really a clusterfuck. So what do I mean? So I'm at work. I'm psyched and I'm ready and I'm everything is straight. Whatever the case may be, I struck out on Foot Action, Foot Locker, and Champ Sports. It is what it is. I really didn't care. At the end of the day, I was able to cop. So everything is set. 10 o'clock hits. I try for the sneaker. So first of all, the app didn't crash. However, it was moving so slow that it was like you were unable to really. Once you selected your size should have already been selected if you're using the Nike sneaker app. But you hit the purchase or the price, and it goes to the purchase section. It's just loading and loading and loading and loading and loading and loading and loading until you got an error. I'll try. I'm not going to say I am, but I'll try to show you guys what error came up on the sneaker app. So this error is showing, and I'm like, oh, what the hell is this about? And I tried again. I must have tried about, I don't know, 15 times to try and get this sneaker. I was striking out. Nothing was happening. It wasn't even saying that I didn't win the sneaker, or I didn't get the sneaker. I just couldn't get to that point. Now, the problem that I'm more than certain was going on with the Nike sneaker app that morning at that time was there was two major releases. You had the Nike Dunk Staple Pigeon, and then you had these. So you had that much more, or that many more people on the app at one time. And that was just, that was really, really not a good idea on Nike's part. I felt like they should have released the Staple Pigeon the prior Friday, and then release this so you don't have network congestion. So now you got everybody on the app trying to get one particular sneaker. There were people trying to get the sneaker, but they were really trying to get the Staple Pigeon SB Dunks. So it's just like, it's pandemonium. You're trying to get it and you can't get it because there's network congestion. There's server congestion. It didn't crash, luckily. However, it was just a whole big clusterfuck of trying to get the sneaker. So now I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll wait and I'll try and pick the sneaker up maybe for resale, or maybe I'll try and pick it up for on a restock, whatever. So now I'm waiting, and lo and behold, about a half hour later, I'm almost certain when it was exactly 35 minutes later. I go on, the sneaker says it's still there. I try and I cop. So I'm like, what the fuck? Now, this sneaker, you already know, it did sit for, I want to say, 24 to 48 hours. That's 1 day to 2 days. This sneaker actually sat on certain shelves. Not everybody's shelf did this sneaker sit, because it sold out in the Brooklyn areas. All the Brooklyn stores sold them out. Shout out DJ Dells. Where he's at, there was actually a few stores where they were still sitting. But we don't know what the population of sneaker buyers in that area is compared to the inner city. I know DJ Dells doesn't live in the city area. He lives like upstate, something to that effect. So it's a huge difference between buying sneakers upstate and buying sneakers in the city. So at the end of the day, I guess I was lucky to to purchase the sneaker 35 minutes later. So whatever. So now I guess I can talk about this sneaker. Yeah, had to have it. I will be trying for the Winlike 96. These, of course, are the Winlike 82. So what is Winlike 82? 1982, Michael Jordan hit one of the game-winning shots, or did he? Yeah, he hit one of the game-winning shots. I believe James Worthy, who was actually playing with him at the time for North Carolina, actually was like the player of the game or something to that effect. My memory doesn't serve me correctly. However, I'm thinking that they were like the dynamic fucking duo on that team. So at the end of the day, yeah, we win in like 1982 over here in these parts. So dope sneaker. We'll talk about it a little bit. You already know icy blue outsole. Your herringbone pods are in navy or midnight blue. You have the Jumpman on the bottom of the sole. It's typical. This looks like, and again, you got the carbon fiber, Columbia blue carbon fiber, just like the all white Columbia blue or University blue is what they're coining it now. Again, nothing major. White midsole, blue, full blue patent leather, with the thick patent leather cut. You have that ballistic mesh. You have your all white eyelets, your rope laces. Columbia or University blue. Jumpman, one faces the opposite direction, the other faces forward. Whatever, who cares? 23 on the back. And you already know that's pretty much it for this sneaker. This sneaker is always a dope sneaker to have. It's always a dope sneaker to have in your collection. Whatever color comes out in this sneaker, it is always a sneaker to have in your collection, regardless if you have all the OG colors. Any other colorway, I'm very partial to the mid cut and not partial to the low cut patent leather. I'm not a fan of that. I do not like low cut patent leather 11s. The IE, I believe that's what they're called, the 11 IEs, I'm cool with. This in a low cut, get the fuck out of here. Who does that? Anyway, so yeah, man, listen, were you able to cop? I am almost certain everybody out there should have been able to cop this sneaker. If you haven't, do your due diligence. Take a look around. Hit up your stores. There are some stores that still may have one or two pieces left. Other than that, it's a wrap. It's pretty much a wrap for the sneaker. They will be restocking this sneaker. I'm almost certain they will be restocking this sneaker. And let me know in the comment section below, were you able to cop this sneaker? Did you like them? Are you snoozing on them? I know a lot of people wasn't crazy about them. A lot of people want the red ones. So let me know in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up if you're digging this video. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Kicks God from LD Kicks. I'm out of here. Peace.
Well, I guess, and the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just